Bring it on.
Entire ecosystems are collapsing.
Yeah, man.
People are dying. You have stolen my dreams. How dare you?
Sorry. I think I have like one. I'm using all my Greta's. Right? She's probably gonna sue us and like take away our electricity or something. I'm pretty sure they're gonna make her queen of globalist hell soon. So we better be careful mocking her.
This is all wrong.
Anyway, good evening, fellas.
Yo.
Howdy.
Oh my goodness, we've got Dex's bull panel. Will Hong is here. How you doing, buddy?
Good.
All right. Well, you look amazing with your little circle of fireworks.
Yeah.
Cray-America, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic.
Dex, the algo capitalist, the main man, my main man. How are you this evening?
I'm all right.
I would just like to say that as the Caucasian here, or as one of the Caucasians here, I feel it is my duty to be offended on behalf of the men of color that you allow Cray-America to be on air with you. So I would just like to put the microphone in your face and ask you guys to justify that right now.
Wow. Wow. Well, this is not a woke channel, so we don't know what we're talking about.
How dare you?
Anyway, sorry. Yeah, we were just pointing out that it's apparently, according to our culture, it's always the white person's job to be offended for everybody. So
That's right.
I felt I had to do it, since you're tolerating his presence. But anyway, it's an interesting day in the markets. We're very excited to be with all of you tonight. Of course, 4 Cheese Pasta's in the house. Mick is here. What up? Good morning from Oz. Wow. Love and prayers from the land of the free, sort of.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Yeah, exactly. I meant it ironically. But we're pulling for you. So,
we're not so far behind them, guys.
not so far behind, indeed. Yeah, it's getting weird. They just, I think we talked about this morning, or one of you asked me if it was true, but it is true that in New York City they are requiring vaccination for everybody ages, double vax for everybody ages 5 and up. 5 and up.
That's disgusting on a whole nother level.
Oh, it's so disgusting.
Yeah.
How can the government legislate and command that you put foreign material in your body?
It's a
What
weird
is
day.
up with that?
Yeah, I think it's a power play, man. They know it's not gonna
happen.
Yeah, they know it's not gonna go through. They're just hoping that you go along with it.
Well, I think it is now because look, as soon as they got jack slapped by the courts, the next thing you know, they say, "Oh, guess what? Omicron." Come on now, that's not a coincidence. That's not a coinky thing. Come on,
you guys
man.
see is it a video game or a movie? That was called the Omicron variant, and it was like the day the Earth died or something like that, or the day the Earth became a graveyard.
Was that the old? I saw one. It was an old Italian movie, but I didn't read up on it. Is that what it was?
I think so, something like that. One of my Facebook friends who knows what's going on. One of the 3 people I know on Earth who understands what's going on, who isn't on air with me right now. He shared it, and someone was asking if it was a video game or a movie. But I think you're right. I think it was an Italian movie.
But yeah, it's also a nice coincidence for they want to inject more liquidity into the markets. So I see that could be another reason for Omicron.
True. But on the flip side of that, I think that whenever they need to push something, they have a bunch of these in their Rolodex. Because it's a man-made weaponized bioweapon, I'm sure there are like 20 or 30 versions of it. And whenever they need, to push another agenda for it, they'll just whip another one out. Next one will be Zomicron. Oh no, Zomicron. Okay, here's another $1 trillion. Thank you very much.
Well, Dex, we know which one they won't use.
Which is that?
The G. They skipped over G.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. That's a
Why?
W play.
Because that would be too offensive to the president of China.
To Xi, to Ping.
You can't. You can't.
How do they care about him now after they've been blaming China for the whole pandemic in the first place?
No, but they have.
Apparently, China owns
We
the
have,
World
they
Health
have.
Organization.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. They can't.
That's
piss off the
ridiculous.
emperor.
So let me get this straight. You shoot someone in the chest, and then you're ready to sue the paramedics for how they put him on the gurney. You thought they were being a little bit too rough. That's how ridiculous this sounds.
For real.
The U.S. shot China in the chest and said, "You are responsible for the global pandemic." And now they're saying, "No, we don't want to offend them. We're not going to use ye." You see the hypocrisy in that?
Yeah. It's well,
am I by myself on this or
well,
what?
you can't offend the guy who signs your checks, man. You gotta
It's illogical.
you gotta respect
Put it
the
this way.
boss.
It's
But
illogical.
they've been disrespecting the dude that cuts the checks. I don't think they care.
Well, you know who the press works for, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
True.
I don't know. I don't know if they go by it. I think it may have been a meme joke, but it's still it's still just hilarious. But Dex, you had something for us. I know all of you guys got to go tonight. So let's jump into it. I've got a chart up for us here. You wanted to talk about the Russell, I believe, and some things that you saw in the pulse waves. But before you do, I've got to tell people that we've got something really nice going on right now. A brand new membership at PulseWave Trading we call PulseWaver Paradise. The highlight of it is that you get to hang out in our PulseWaver Paradise Discord, which is where we've been spending most of our lives lately, in our PulseWavers Paradise. Come on. So, sorry. Wait, hold on.
This is all wrong.
Yeah, there it is. So this is a wonderful new membership we have. It's $11 a month, and we're going to be in there multiple days a week. I want to say 3+ days a week, answering your questions, taking a look at charts, going over pulse waves, and getting stuff that Dex just does not say when he's on YouTube, because we like to keep things for the pulse wavers. So this is a way for us to be in direct communication in our Discord. We have private areas there that are connected to your membership on the website. So get in the Discord, get in this membership. It's really going to be great. Of course, this is included with the higher memberships as well as tons and tons of reports. So,
and live trading too.
And live trading. Yeah, we're going to be doing some really cool stuff. This is something Dex and I wanted to do from the beginning that was just kind of too technically hard to do. And we found a way to connect everything together, and we're just really enjoying it already. So get it.
Get it while the getting's good.
Yeah. All right. So here we go. Dex, with the Russell, you were talking about some flippage going on.
Yeah. Now notice coming into today, folks, we had that long on the Dow, right? Well, the Dow is still activated on the long side, right? And so it's the S&P. But now the NASDAQ has joined that long list. However, the Russell is still stubborn in saying no, looking for shorting opportunities in the Russell. Isn't that interesting? The Russell is on the sidelines on the long side of the market and only looking for selling opportunities. So the question is, how real can this little dead cat bounce be if the Russell is not participating? Also, with all the inflation news and all the bad economic data, shouldn't gold be at least $2,000 an ounce today? Why are we still struggling at the 1780 level? You got to ask yourself, why is that? Why is that? And we're still in a full-blown correction in gold. And you are actually in a bear market in silver. Literally.
Well, that's
So-
I'm gonna chime in on gold because the central bankers are buying the physical at a discount price at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
They can't allow them to go up. So basically, is when they allow to go up, that's you're gonna see moonshot for gold and silver and the other commodities as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, now that you mentioned that, I think that could be something that's playing out in the crypto market as well, specifically with Bitcoin.
Yeah,
'Cause,
Bitcoin is still in a
Yes.
corrective state on the algo charts.
well,
Yes, exactly.
we got news out of El Salvador that they bought the dip. So I can't remember exactly how many they bought, but
Right.
you
Yeah.
have big sovereigns buying, every dip there is in Bitcoin.
Mm. So that should keep the price afloat a little bit then.
We're up at 50 now. A little, I say over 50.
Well, I don't know how much buying pressure El Salvador is putting into it, but I imagine the
Use the
sovereigns have
volcano,
more yeah, the volcano power. I imagine the sovereigns have more buying power than the institutions do. So
dude.
You know, that's a good point. I think it
Oh,
was last week. Was it Friday? I saw a report on Bloomberg. Some fund just allocated $1 million toward Bitcoin, and it's not a trade; it's a investment.
hmm
So that's quite interesting. I think
you
there's a
sailor,
fund that's
sailor bought the dip.
100% long Bitcoin, $1 million allocation.
do you know at what price that was?
Nah, it's whatever the price was in the last 2 weeks. It had to be because they said that it was a new thing that they were doing. So, and I don't remember if they went into what their idea was behind it, the thought process. But I do know that they earmarked $1 million and they are long the Bitcoin right now. So they're riding this the collapse in price and not caring about it. They have a longer term objective for the Bitcoin. I take it day by day, week by week. And right now, excuse me, the market has so much selling pressure built into it right now that it may be very difficult for it to get up in the short term. Eventually, like we said earlier this morning, yeah, it's gonna rally again. But we don't know how far the pullback is going to go before it can get up again. And anything aside from that would be speculation at this point, to be quite honest. And you know how we feel about that. So I don't know. Um, it is what it is, folks. Like I say, trade what the market's giving you, not what you think, because that's a good way to get in trouble when you start
So
trying to project, your bias into the market, and you're forcing it to do something that it's not ready to do. So it's a dangerous place to be.
So Silverback says El Salvador bought 150 BTC. Nice.
150, huh?
Yeah, 150 of those bad boys.
So
Well,
was
I
it
told you, Bitcoin, I
not
believe,
very
is
much?
being backstopped by the central banks. I think they're going to use it as their crypto DAO. It's the new DAO, the new digital DAO. And even if it doesn't serve, a materialistic purpose, I believe it's going to be used as a benchmark. Therefore, it will continue to be expensive and have value. And a lot of institutions are throwing a lot of money behind it, building out infrastructure. You only do that when you have it in mind that you have a long-term use for it. And notice, like I said, notice how the first crypto futures contract was Bitcoin.
Yeah. Wow.
It is what it is.
Before we go, and we got to cut it off in a second. By the way, Dex and I will be live tomorrow. You other guys are invited, but Dex and I will be live tomorrow morning. So look for it. We're doing a daily show, and then we'll be live in the Discord. But Dex, we haven't talked about it in a few days. Before we go, and you other guys chime in as well. ETH has been holding up, or I'll say it's been behaving differently than Bitcoin. You got any thoughts on this, Dex?
Well, Ethereum has been bucking the trend. I will admit Ethereum has been bucking the trend.
4,300 right now.
Yeah, and right now they have a futures for Ethereum as well. And it's really hanging there. It's really hanging, it's oscillating between the 4,400 and the high 4390s. So I think it's going to pretty much stabilize around there for right now. It's totally decoupled from Bitcoin,
right?
And it's just unreal the way that has happened. So just something that I'm watching right now. I don't know how how deep it's going to go eventually. But right now, it's decoupled itself, as you can see. But on that daily chart you have up right now, we can't ignore it is in a full-blown correction mode on the daily chart with a bearish pointer. That super bearish pointer is going to attract price down to it, and we cannot ignore that.
Right, Roger.
We cannot ignore that.
How about this question from Thomas? And you guys want to grab that? I don't know the answer. I got it on the screen.
Is the NASDAQ still tracking Bitcoin?
Is
that what he said? Oh, Hive, HIVE. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me pull that up, and I'll see what's up. Let me see. I'll pull that up.
It looks similar to me. It looks more akin to GBTC, I guess.
Yeah, let me pull it up. It is on the NASDAQ. Yeah, hold on.
Silverback says they've got 1,120 in El Salvador now.
All right, so Hive right now. Yeah, Hive is moving like Bitcoin right now. You're right. It is. It's moving like Bitcoin. The Hive.
Good question, Thomas.
Yeah, right now it's in the downtrend channel. It's in a correction on the daily chart, and right now today, price did temper. Well, hold on. Let me pull up my daily. I was looking at the weekly. Okay, we are so far below the Kumo cloud. It's not even funny on the daily chart. Momentum to the downside is accelerating. It already fell off the cliff, and now it's just gaining downside momentum, and it doesn't have a whole lot to help it out. The only one little caveat I would throw in here on Hive is that it does have a bullish pointer, which acted also as a consolidation range bar from November the 9th on Hive. That's it. So let me share my screen with you so you can see what I'm talking about. And hold on. All right, here we go. So you can see right here, this is the range bar right here, November the 9th. Okay, November the 9th. Market consolidated for a bit, and then just the bottom fell out, and here we are. You're just dangling. When you pull up the weekly, the daily shows you the velocity of that momentum. The weekly shows you that you're definitely in the corrective mode, and you've fallen out of the Kumo cloud on the weekly. Excuse me. And you're right now in jeopardy of falling below the trend line support. Temporarily so far, you did, but you didn't close there. But right now, you're in jeopardy of doing it. And I do think the market is going to do it, and it will drop below that $2.50 support zone. And I think it may do it this week because the momentum looks pretty sharp to the downside. But this bullish pointer is also concerning. If you were bear, this should concern you right here. I think at some point the market will settle out. And I don't know how far down it's going to do it, but it will settle out and come back up to this bullish pointer at some point in the future. So I think any downside may be short-lived because of this bullish pointer.
All right. Thank you, Thomas. It's a great question, man. That's all we've got time for, folks. But it was an epic full panel with our dudes. Thank you all very much. Thank you, Dex. Thank you, guys. Fantastic. Great questions as well. Really appreciate everybody in the audience. You guys have been just amazing lately. So we'll be seeing you all very soon. In fact, Dex and I, unless nothing, man. We're going to see you in the morning. We're psyched. All right. We'll see you then. Take care, everybody. We're out.
Good night.